Yeah, now, normally we would move on to the Australian data here, but we did want to pause and highlight a particular market. Obviously, the Japanese market is important to Australia. It's our biggest, second biggest, I should say, trading partner behind China. And we're seeing the Bank of Japan, BOJ, going to do something quite interesting that they haven't done for a long time, Evan.
Yeah, so I just wanted to go to this little tidbit because, yes, we forget Japan and we shouldn't. As you said, it's the second largest trading partner. Not only that, if you look at Chinese markets, they are completely inverted to their Chinese counterparts. We're talking about the Japanese Nikkei is up almost 42% in the last 18 months. It's the cheapest that Australians can go there in basically in sort of almost in living memory. It's almost parity between the Japanese yen and the Australian dollar. And it's why more Australians are going to Japan than ever before. But it also means that all of that has helped get their economy going. And for the first time in over 15 years, expectations are for this month, the Bank of Japan to raise rates. Now, the big caveat on that,
Yes.
rates are minus 0.1%. The expectation is that they will turn them to zero. So they're going to raise rates. So instead of the BOJ actually paying banks or whoever it is putting money with them, paying them for that opportunity, charging them for that opportunity,
Charging,
it's
yeah.
going to be zero. But it is an incredible step to actually see that the BOJ has inflation, has economic growth, has a movement in their overall economy that they have not seen in decades. It's a really, really positive thing, and one that I think just needed a bit of highlighting because there are stories out there like Japan that you need to be aware of.
I think economic scholars will be studying that story, right, in terms of
Mm.
how they've been able to manage that aging population, but to see that, finally that economic cycle start to turn in the
And
right
let's also
direction.
not sort of go a bit further to say that it's fixed. You're right to highlight that aging
Oh,
population is still a
still a
massive
problem.
concern.
Yeah.
They still have a fairly anemic sort of overall space. But finally, the inflation story looks like it's on a bit more of a right footing rather than what
Yeah.
it's been forever, which is deflation.
Beautiful.